10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Hey guys, and welcome to the stream. Yeah, today we're going to be doing that show called Diagnosis. I'm going to be jumping into your saves, taking a look at your saves, and also sharing my thoughts about your saves and your tactics, whichever they may be. And how are you guys doing, man? Welcome to the stream. Okay, we got a few tactics already. So I'm just going to jump in really quickly and pull these tactics out. We've got press your luck. Okay, so quickly press your luck. Let's see if there's any information. Hey, Godspurs, how are you? Welcome. How are you guys doing, man? What are your thoughts on that new match engine? That's not a new match engine. Just tweak some of the files. Doesn't change the dynamics of the match engine very much. Yeah, just makes it look different. That's all. Yeah. The actual calculations and the physics behind it still remain the same. Yeah. I mean, it's nice looking. I mean, whatever people fancy, go ahead. But I'm like, okay, I mean, I'm not like jumping up and down. Yeah. I mean, there's not very much you can do. Yeah. Because the code is actually quite deep inside the game. So you can't really change too much about the game. Yeah. Trigger press opposing defenders. Type mark and trigger press opposing central midfielders. Okay, so type mark, trigger press center mids, and trigger press defenders. All right, so trigger press defenders. Sorry. All right, that's what we're gonna do. And then type mark central midfielders.
Turn on the mic, you're muted.
Yeah, oh sorry. Thanks for letting me know. Tomo, yeah, give it a blast, give it a go. Yeah, it's always fun to try something new out. Having my porridge now, how's the boys and Mrs. D doing, and how are you too? Well, I'll tell you something. I feel like showing you guys a Facebook video of my son trying to refurbish a laptop. He's 9 years old. Right, so He's explaining the parts of a laptop. He took off the case and he's showing how to check power using a voltmeter. So yeah, I think we're gonna have to do a lot of things with him in the future because he's showing a real aptitude for technical stuff. And the only problem is I don't have the resources here, so it's a lot of it is like homegrown with me and his uncle. His uncle is into drones and stuff, so he's got a workshop. So he brings my son into the workshop, and he spends a lot of time in the workshop. I'm coding side, so I'm gonna try and get him to be involved more in coding. So yeah, working on that side of it. I can see him and his other cousin, both of them doing this Facebook. I'll try and pull it up, man, if I can, because that means I have to log into Facebook and reveal my life. And some of you guys are my friends on Facebook, so you know that I'm very private about my kids. In fact, there are no pictures of my kids on Facebook. Yeah, I've never shared pictures of my kids on Facebook, man. Yeah. So but I'm extremely proud of this. Hold on. Let me see if there's a way for me to do it without revealing too much, because I realize that there are hackers out there who follow streamers, and I recently had to mount defenses up because I was almost attacked. Yeah. So I'm not joking when I say I was almost attacked. It's quite unnerving a few days ago. Okay, yeah, I look terrible, man. I don't know why is it suddenly so dark? Wait, let me think. It could be the camera itself. Let me see if there are filters on this thing. Why would there be an advanced mask? Okay, this is nothing. There's something very strange about my camera nowadays. I'm gonna just do that, right? Yeah, that if I no, it's okay. I don't think there's gonna be that much of a risk if I do it this way. It's let me first log into. I don't really go into Facebook very much. I'm like one of those guys that doesn't go to Facebook. Like I hardly ever am on Facebook. The matter is, this is gonna be crazy, man. I can't even remember my own password. Yeah, man, I forget it. I can't even remember my Facebook password. Yeah, I'm not gonna bother. I'll do it some other day, man. I'll do it some other day. I hardly ever share my kids things about my kids. Yeah, I don't like it. I'm like one of those guys that does camera is changing, man. I don't know. Maybe it's there's something different right now going on. Okay, so I'm very proud, of them. Yeah, you also, right? Rarely ever post your kids on social media. Yeah, I don't know. I don't like it. Yeah, I don't like revealing anything about my kids on social media. But man, I was so proud of the fact that he was using a meter to test the power of the components on the laptop, because they're trying to refurbish the laptop. So his uncle basically said, if you can work on refurbishing the laptop with me, the laptop is yours. I'm looking at my son is like, okay, let's go, let's do this. Yeah, so I'm pretty proud of him. Yeah. Only thing about me is that, yeah, I don't want him to. He's gonna have to learn all this by doing. Yeah. I'm working on, okay, because he's got ADD, right? So one of the other things I do with him, and I know this sounds really crazy, but I spend a lot of time playing games which have got to do with keeping his attention focused on something, right? So things like, I think playing cards is a good one. Yeah, so he's playing cards with me, like not gambling cards, like Uno. You know, Uno, like tracking things like patterns and stuff. I'm making him do that, and it's really working as well. Yeah. Is there any use for a defensive winger? I think defensive wingers have a place in the game. Yeah, if you look at defensive wingers in the game of Football Manager, they can be some of the most aggressive wingers in the game. Generally, because they've got hard tackling on, they can be very aggressive attacking wingers too, and because they'll come back and help you defend, they can go inside. You can actually get them to go further forward, meaning you can actually tell them to be like an attacking defensive winger of sorts. So yeah, they have a place in the game. Ideally, I tend to use them more in a system which is like a 3-4-3. Yeah, then I want that flank to be patrolled aggressively by somebody. Then I use a defensive winger. You're a good role. Hey, say it loudly. Yeah, I'm doing well, man. Thanks for popping in the stream. What are you guys doing on YouTube? Quite a few of you on YouTube today. Thank you for joining me, man. Yeah, and all those guys on Twitch too. I haven't forgotten you too. Once again, you guys have channel points. If you want to use the channel points to redeem stuff on the stream, yeah, by all means, carry on. Okay, first tactic we've got here is from Matty. The game is in 13 days. Let's just go to the 13th day straight away. Yeah, so lately, I know that some people are concerned about the fact that the game Football Manager 25 has been delayed, and there's all kinds of like end of the world kind of stuff coming out. I mean, I just think personal attacks on the company, people who work there, I don't think that's fair, because I don't think we are fully apprised of what's going on at Sports Interactive. And I'm sure that on a personal level, those guys working there are also very disappointed that the game hasn't come out on time. Or rather, I won't say the game didn't come out on time. Plus, on the fact that they didn't fulfill their commitment to having an update on gameplay in January. There must be very, very strong reasons why there's a lot of silence, and I'm just giving them the benefit of the doubt because I'm at the age now where I think I don't feel that entitled. Yeah, I don't look at myself being entitled. Yeah. What was your highest XG? 0.87. Yeah, 0.89 is high, man. Your striker couldn't score. Do you know that if you have a 0.89 XG chance and your striker can't score, get rid of the striker. Because that's as good as a tap-in. That's as good as a tap-in, man. That's as good as a tap-in, man. You guys missed the tap-in. That's like, all you have to do is put any part of your body there, the ball would have gone in. Yeah, that's it, man. Ogu's Ataman, you got to get rid of the player. Yeah, I'll pop in the links very soon, guys. Let me just get this done. One of these things is going to work, I guess. I think that will be the link that you guys can use on Twitch and on YouTube. Yeah, you should get rid of the striker, definitely. Don't waste your time, man. I was like, what? 0.89 XG, the guy still misses? Lema, okay, you've got a Shadow Striker. I mean, he's a bit short, but he's fast. So, attacking, he's got an overlap on the right, so we should see a lot of crosses. That's what I will say you're going to see with overlaps. You've got CM on support. There's no PIs in his tactic. Ball winning midfielder, wide midfielder attack, taking more risks. A Shadow Striker press. This is a really interesting 4-4-1-1. He's got this the way this has been set up is that he's trying to make sure that the center is harder to pass to. Whether that happens, I can't really say. I'm not going to play a left-footed Shadow Striker. I'll probably play a right-footed one, but first we got to find one. Okay, we'll play him. The reason is because he's going to come this way, right? He's going to use his right foot. So if you played football before, you know that if you're coming in from the left side and using your right foot, you actually got more. There's more for you to manipulate in terms of trying to find the back of the net. Unfortunately for us as well, we're running out of players who can play in that position, man. Angel Correa, I think is the last one. Okay, that's it. Okay. The rest of the pay is not 100%. I'm quite sure that FM 25 will not be released. They will not be able to do FM 26 in the following 8 months. I don't know about that. I think FM 25 is ready. Go. I think the only reason why, because otherwise they wouldn't have had that alpha testing in the UK. So that 100% the game is ready to go. The only reason why it's not gone and there's no news about it is because their hands are tied with someone. Yeah, and it's not internal; it's external. It's got to be the licensees or one of their stakeholders has come in and basically said, "You're not to reveal anything until we sort this out." Yeah, it could be a legal thing that they're facing, and I can tell you one thing: this year is not a good year for a lot of gaming studios. Plenty of gaming studios are under a lot of pressure, and not many of them are doing well, and a lot of the people who work in these industries, a lot of them are, I know one gaming studio just half this workforce, man. So it is some of these guys won some award-winning titles as well, so it's really surprising. So it's not an easy time. So I'm just, and sometimes when I'm largely quite sensitive to people making insensitive statements, if you know what I mean. So I'm just gonna give them the time and what's life? It's only a game, right? It's not the end of the world for me. Of course, being a content creator myself, it definitely does affect me. But I'm like, there are bigger things in life, right? There are more important things in life. So I just go, okay, there could be something quite serious happening, and then we just sit back and wait. Yeah, it's still gonna come out in March. I'm positively sure the game is coming out. Just that the gameplay reveal hasn't been revealed. The thing about this is, the way I look at this, okay, is they kind of screwed up on the marketing and the communications side. I'm definitely saying this. SI dropped the ball when it comes to communications and marketing. There's no doubt about that in my mind, because I think that they shouldn't have. There would have been a better approach towards engagement with the community, and they didn't have to do it with a roadmap. I'm one of those guys who doesn't believe in sharing your development roadmap with the wider community. I'm not that sort of person. I mean, if I was a gaming studio, I'll just show people working on the game without telling you what's coming in 3 months or 4 months or 2 months. I'll just say this is what's happening, even if these guys are just shooting the breeze and talking about the holidays they've been to, or or they're just playing foosball and just chilling out. Yeah, do something different, right? It's the human side of the development process, and making them feel like they can be closer to the community is something that they should have tried to do. That's all. I think putting up a notice about roadmaps and what's going to be in the game and stuff like that, they could have left it. They could have left that out until a week or 2 weeks before the game goes live. That's when I would have done it. But of course, people being people, the world feels entitled to having, it's like, sometimes I feel that this world we live in has got too many entitled people, right? They feel like they have a right to know everything about something that's not even ready to be, publicly disclosed. I'm like, why? Like, seriously? Just because you've been playing a game for the last 20 years? I guarantee you those guys who have been playing a game for 20 years are the ones that are the most chill about the game. So yeah, I'm like one of those guys who doesn't really care. I'm just great, get it done, man. Opponent central defender intercepted incredibly on the line. I also think, then is a different thing. That's a key tackle. Yeah, that's a key tackle by the opponent. And if somebody intercepted it, then it would seem that defender is more valuable than your striker. I also think that the striker didn't do so well. I'm trying to create that high XG chance as well, where 5 players crash the box, leaving someone open. Yeah, there are plenty of ways of getting that done. Yeah, plenty of ways of getting that done. So yeah, FM used to collaborate with lots of people. Yeah, they used to collaborate #United. They used to collaborate with lots of people. But I think what they can do is more the human interest side of the development in-house. Okay, so let's take a look at this tactic. It's supposed to put pressure on these 3 players, or at least these 2 players. I mean, the message I got was MCs, and we're playing against Barcelona, which is quite a big challenge with a 4-4-1-1, especially if they're playing a 4-3, because they'll have the extra player. But let's see if all we've got to look at is this, right? See this? Do you see all this? I mean, Okay, I'll just. How do I show this? Okay, all right. I mean, like I can take a picture first, and I can do it then. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. What you want to see is this. Okay, this is something that I want to see. Okay, because if you can pass the ball here, you can also pass the ball here. So you got all these triangles. So this is something that a lot of teams are doing in real life as well. They get the middle channel, the player that they can play the ball to. Of course, you can see the same pattern here. I like this. This shows quite. When I see stuff like this in the game, I go like, okay, this tactic has got potential, and you can see it immediately, because then you go like, oh, the only way you're going to screw this up is if your players are really bad on the ball. Yeah. So you look at this, you're keeping the ball, and the same pattern emerges here. Now, the only thing here now, if I see this, okay, now this, I'm taking a picture, right? Okay. So the left leg was good. Now I look at the right flag, and I immediately have a concern. Okay. Now you watch this, right? So you got this guy coming. This guy can pass the ball. This guy can pass. So you got this. But now when he comes to this position, you can have a problem. So the issue then becomes either you have. So you see, there's no other options. Like on the left side, just now we have plenty of options, right? Okay, when we have the ball, but now when we come here, the options dry up. So here, you're gonna have to think about how do we get the whole pattern to work. So either this guy is a wingback on attack, which is what he's done. He's made this into a wingback on attack. So he's going to drive across. He's going to go this way. Okay. Now, if he goes this way, this roll, if he's anchored, you're in trouble. So that meaning if this roll doesn't also follow him, he doesn't have any passing options. So he's going to have these passing options. What you're going to look at is either him bringing the ball forward, so he can encourage the movement in these two roles, or because if he passes the ball to this guy, game over. No, it's game over, because you cannot. This guy will run out of options straight away. So this is what I'm looking for. Either he comes up, the three move together. That's what I want to see. I do not want to see him pass the ball first. Okay, we do not want to see that. If he passes the ball, we might run into trouble. Okay, see what I mean? We run into trouble because he has to make this pass, and this role becomes super important, right? He's got a pressing for the attack. We are lucky that this has happened. He's got to hold on to the ball, otherwise he's going to lose possession here. Oh, he done well. He's done well. So that could have been a failed transition. Yeah, it could have been a failed transition. This is one of the reasons why I'm not a big fan of those wingbacks on attack. So we actually saw this guy becoming the outlet. You see, it became the pass went here. This guy was out. He's gone. We can't play the pass. This guy was gone. So we lost this player and we lost this player in the transition. So he had no options. So this player. So if you have a tactic like this and you see something like this happening, this role, this player, this guy here. This player here, let's give him another color. Okay, this player, or another shape, or another, we give him another color. This player here absolutely needs to have good decision making and good off the ball, because he actually dropped all the way here. Okay, this guy actually dropped all the way here to receive the pass. I mean, he was in this position and dropped deep to receive the pass, and that's why we escaped and got a shot on goal. It can be very dangerous, no? So you got to look out for stuff like this when you're doing your tactics, right? But the most important thing about creating a good tactic is your passing options. And it's not simply just looking at those options. It's like going, okay, fine, no, he's going to have a chance to pass the ball. But who is he going to pass the ball to, right? So then that's when you start thinking of tweaking your role slightly to fit that the transition that you want. So it's kind of important to have this in your head. This guy is a defensive winger. So he's already on a yellow card early. 7 minutes in, he's on a yellow card. Why would that have happened? This stuff like this. I'll go into the game immediately. I'm like, what the heck happened here, man? So I go like 7 minutes, yellow card, right? There we go. See that? See, this is like, we were attacking and then we lost the ball and he had to track all the way back. So we had the ball here. Yeah, we lost the ball. Look at this. This is the reason why I'm not a big fan of wingbacks. Okay, he can't come back and help you defend. This guy can't move he's not gonna come this way. Okay, opens. I mean, he could, but I don't see that happening. So he ran and he committed a foul straight away. Boom. It's not good. It's not a good sign. It is so not a good sign. Okay, it's not a good sign, man. Yeah. You absolutely need I get why you had a defensive winger there in the first place. You're hoping to see that guy defend that space, right? Saying that lots of things are coming, but no news game coming in time is about losing confidence to us. Yeah, I guess so. I think most of the people, they've lost a bit of confidence. I think SI will address that eventually at some point. And I'm sure that they themselves probably don't like the idea of being silent. Yeah. I think their hands are being tied by something beyond their control. And until we know otherwise, I think people should chill on the get fired. No bonus stock. Yeah, it's kind of sad. All right. So again, this guy's on a yellow card. Is a bit disconcerting. Well, there we go. I love this. Hermoso loses. That's first touch, right? He lost the ball there. That's down to his first touch. Poor first touch. Look at this first touch here. 11. Yep. I wasn't surprised. He took the ball. Ball went loose. He couldn't control it. Good defending again. We're tight marking the center and hard tackling the central mids, so they don't get too much time on the ball. This is their DM, I think. Romeo. Get that. Yeah, he's a DM, so he's not being tight marked. But the Gavi and the other player are being trigger press and tight marked. Yeah, Koke does brilliantly. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, so far it's quite a solid defensive performance, but naturally this wing back is the issue. The defensive wingers in the game of Football Manager, they're very aggressive. They'll go into the center of the park, which is the reason why the wing back sometimes has to overcompensate. Meaning he has to, player gets away. Defensive winger was supposed to do the job, but he wasn't there, so the wing back has to commit the foul, which is exactly what happened earlier. Koke to Laurent, Rodrigo to Paul. Defensive winger does simple pass. Can we do anything about that transition? No, that's just tempo. Maybe you get others into the final third. They could have slowed down the attack if the tempo was lower. Because looking at this now, his tempo is set to it's about pass into space, overlap light, focus play on the left. Nothing here to change. Counter. Okay, fine. This is good. There's a lot of posts. This is when I see a tactic like this, it's all about not rushing, looking for the quality opportunity. Standard and slightly higher. I think tempo is actually fine. CM on support, defensive winger. Yeah, what is happening, man? That's weird. Holy cow. Where did that come from? Wow. Do you see that? I just upgraded the NVIDIA graphics cards today. That's new. How would you set up the line of engagement of defense so that you can create situations the opposition lose the ball in the middle? You don't create your defensive. No. It's the opposition will lose the ball in the middle if they run out of options to pass the ball. So if you want to create that option, then your tactic has to create pressure on their back line so that they have to clear the ball a bit earlier, right? So you're playing with a tactic which is like maybe a 4-2-3-1, okay, or a 4-3-3, even a 4-4-2. And then you're basically playing with a high defensive line and a high block so that you're putting pressure on their back line, forcing them to pump the ball. Yeah. Okay, so there we go again. Look at the nets, man. Something is going wacky with my game. I changed the graphics card. Maybe I should restart the machine. Yeah, I think I should. After this, we're going to restart the machine. Could be the machine has to be restarted again. Yeah, that's 100% is because of the driver. 100%. I just updated the NVIDIA drivers. Apparently, I might want to roll back the driver. Because, yeah. Okay, I tell you what we'll do. I'm not particularly thrilled about this. We're going to quit. And I'm definitely going to be rolling back the drivers. I don't want something funky to start happening. Yeah, so let's get this in. Let's get this out. Let's get this in. Let's get this in. Let's restart. Wait, now you can see my ugly mug again. 100% the drivers. Because my drivers updated the NVIDIA drivers and suddenly this thing is looking a bit strange. Questions. Hi, Daljit. Will the inverted wingback defend narrower and fight better against opposition inside forwards compared to a normal fullback? No. An inverted wingback will not defend better against the inside forward. In fact, the inverted wingback might defend worse than a fullback. Yeah. Because the inverted wingback is going to start in the DM position, right? He's going to be there in the DM position when you lose the ball. So he's going to go from the DM position to the fullback position. So he's going to have to run and cover that whole distance. So he's got to get back into position first. So depending on whether you're counter pressing, if you're using counter pressing, your DM is going to be, your inverted wingback is going to try and win the ball first. Failing which, he's going to run all the way back to the fullback's position and then try to defend. So does that sound like an optimum situation for him to defend against the inside forward? Of course not. I mean, it's the weakest. It's one of the reasons why inverted wing back formations are so vulnerable down the flanks. Ask Pep Guardiola, every time he played with inverted wing backs, his flanks became susceptible. Even when Liverpool had Trent Alexander-Arnold playing as a quasi DM, right? So he moves from a fullback position to inverted. Was he good at defending the flanks? You see that. It's always the case. Yeah. So it's not. I don't think inverted wingback systems are going to be good at defending against inside forwards. In fact, I'm like kind of person that is totally against. I mean, it's going to be tough, you know. For the sake of streaming, you don't want to try the new in-game animation made by a fan. It's all new and hot around the people's animation look way better in the match. Yeah, it's not the sake of streaming. I don't do things for the sake of this. I know people are using it to make it look funky, right? Me, I play the game with the engine the way it is. Yeah, that's my way of playing it. Yeah, and then because that's the reason why I that's how I do it. Yeah. I know people want to see it differently. Half the time, it's more like they haven't tried it out themselves, and they're waiting for a content creator like me to go like, oh no, if he tries it out and he's good, then we will try it out ourselves. So thanks. Yeah, it doesn't make a difference to me, one way or the other. Yeah. So I'm not gonna be using it, man. So to answer your question, why DDD about the what was it again? Oh no, I got a holiday again. Yeah, I forgot to save it before the game, man. Yeah. So I would say inverted wingbacks, they don't defend narrower. Yeah. I depend on animations a lot, to tell me what's going on in the game. Yeah, I depend. I know the animations based on the engine that I've been familiar with. I don't like to change it. Yeah. So I see the animations and I can tell from the animations what's going on with the engine. You mentioned I don't like the inverted wing backs in back four right now because they are not very good defensively. Yeah. They are not as good defensively as the regular fullbacks. In fact, right now the best role at defending is the fullback. They keep the ball so effectively as well. We got time mark this group, and then I think we trigger press, right? I think that was his instruction. I think there's one trigger press and attack on the back. Okay. All right, so we got this. We'll quick pick and then we'll go. Hey Phil, I'm doing well, man. How are you? Let's see if I get the same issue again. Otherwise, I have to roll back drivers. Because NVIDIA released a new driver update today. Okay, so these are extended highlights. We weren't doing too badly. My only concern is this wingback. I get the idea of the wingback running forward and past the defensive line. You see, his acceleration is quite good, jumping is quite good, aggression is quite good. I mean, all the attributes are pretty decent. Oh, two of the players have been taken out of the game already. Baldi and Gundogan both out within 3 minutes of each other, and we haven't got a yellow card yet. It's crazy, man. Yeah. Okay, not too bad. I mean, the I don't think there's too much, I mean, the only thing I was thinking, maybe the tempo could have been reduced. I get the idea behind the wingback. I know why you've done the wingback the way it's been set up. Okay, so looking at this tactic, would I make any changes? Ball winning midfielder. It's a possession heavy tactic. Remember earlier I said this guy's gonna bring the ball out, right? It says he's playing a ball playing defender, so I won't change it. Yeah. It's got a high press, that's okay because you don't have to worry about this gap here. Yeah, we'll just carry on. Correa, maybe in the second half we'll take him off. Rodrigo Paul Molina, nice. Oh. All right, I'm gonna take off Correa. Now bring on Loriente and play me instead. I think when you play the defensive winger, it's quite important to choose the right player for that role. He needs high aggression, high work rate, good off the positioning as well, decision making. Oh, okay, not too bad still. Not a lot of good opportunities for the AI so far. We're using a really slow defender in Witzel. Oh man, that was an unfortunate one. That was a poor pass from the back that led to the goal. I wouldn't say that's a killer. We are playing against Barcelona. That was a dangerous pass, a cross-field pass towards this area because we have pass into space on. Gonna remove this. We're gonna also take off the Paul in the center. Play Barrios. And Saul. I don't think you need to change too much. This is you're gonna have to have quite a few decent players in your tactic. We just we are not doing so good against a team that's slightly better than us, I think. Shucks, that was a great goal. Great goal. Defensively, they didn't do it well at all. Okay, I'm gonna remove the one thing I hate doing. Okay, is this opposition instructions, right? There's one thing I dislike. It's called trigger press to center. I never do this. One thing I'd never do is I never trigger press these guys. I might hard tackle them, but I do not trigger press them. I'm gonna remove the tight marking. This tight mark and trigger press on this guy, that's fine, I guess. He's right at the back. Because the shadow striker can be on him. I avoid hard tackling defense, the central midfielders. Yeah, 4-4-1-1 sound very good. We consider a goal again. 3-0. Looking at the tactic itself, it didn't really create very many decent chances. Personally, I'll probably do this and this with a tactic. And then here's a CM on support, ball winning midfielder, wing back. I'll just go winger on attack. Because you've got you have a ball winning midfielder on defense, or you can just play, instead of a ball winning midfielder, CM on defense. Yeah. Probably just play a simpler system, you know, like, yeah, it's 4-1-4, 4-1-1. The 4-4-1-1 didn't do too well here. There's not much I can do. No, if it's just the same formation, I probably wouldn't play it. Okay, let's look at the. I think you got two tactics. I took a look at one. I'm just gonna talk about the second tactic, 4-4-2 combos. I think we did this last week. Inverter winger ball. This is a good tactic. I'll keep it, man. This is better than the other tactic. Invite cross. Okay, you're gonna be narrow. This is fine. Yeah, I'll just leave this. This is good. I like this kind of. I like. In fact, this is one of my favorite 4-4-2 setups. I'd use wingers instead of inverted wingers, but also when after you take the lead, right? Yeah, I love the ball winning midfielder. The ball winning midfielder in a 4-4-2 is absolutely phenomenal. You can, after taking the lead, you can also do this. There are several ways of playing this, and you can do this as well. And then you can do underlap. Widest player holds up the ball for inside run. I know it's just the idea is to look for inside run. So you can play inverted wingers, and then you can also go do this, right? Inverted wingers on attack. Yeah. So it's quite fun. There's so many ways of doing this. No? Then you can play your wingers on support, which is what I do, right? And then winger on support. And then what I end up doing is like playing fullbacks on attack. Right. Sometimes I go fullback on support, wingers on attack. Yeah, it's brilliant. This is one of the cleanest 4-4-2s. There's so many ways of playing this, man. I've used double ball winning midfielders plenty of times. No lie, it doesn't get exposed, man. It does not get exposed. Yeah. I just drop this a notch. I wouldn't go all the way so that not everybody reacts. Can I even bring it down to, in fact, I'll bring it down to here. You don't need prevention or distribution. You don't want it. You don't want these guys going up, and these two guys then become your holdouts in the middle, and they start running all over the place. This way, everybody, like, only you trigger press, you make it hard, you force the opposition to work their way around you. This can work. I've used 4-4-2. We did it on the stream, right? I was playing 4-4-2 all the way, and I'm using two ball winning midfielders. Yeah, you know how good this is. This is good, okay? Yeah, it is actually kind of fun to play with. Okay, let's see now. I got to pull up tactics now. Okay. The opposition keeps marking type my playmaker, tweaking him individually with more direct passes, and roam is the best I can do to make myself just not lose time on the ball. I guess, bro. Yeah. He's marking type my playmaker, tweaking individually more. Roll from position would be the way out for him. Yeah. Roll from position is definitely the way out for your player. Okay, we got two more tactics inside our community. Okay, so we got Trojan War Hyenas. Download, and then we got this. So extract all, browse, PYT, select, extract, and then we put it in there. Then we got the next one is from all you guys. We got one here, so download this. Get to that soon. Okay, so load this Echelon Neo Bath Gateway tag. Have you guys tried double ball with the ball winning midfielders on a 4-4-2? You ever tried it? You should try it. But what you really need are players. Please don't go out there and get like a player's got poor decision making. Poor anticipation. If you want to use two ball winning midfielders in the center of the park, you definitely need players who got good decision making, anticipation, and concentration, apart from the aggression and the ability to win the ball back. Alright, because you're putting two guys there who gotta be running like mad fellas in the center. I mean, you don't want them to be doing it like headless chickens. Volante pushing forward, fullback pushing forward. Wow, this is aggressive, man. This is aggressive. This is very aggressive. Low crosser. Oh, yeah. Okay. We better keep the ball. We better keep the ball here. I think we should be fine. We're playing against a 5-2-2-1. Okay. 5-2-2-1. We will give problems to the 5-2-2-1 because the 5-2-2-1 needs their wing backs to get into the equation. We got these two guys putting pressure on them, so that's good enough. Let me make sure that our opposition instructions are not haven't stopped yet. Yeah. Okay. So we're just gonna do this. Okay. I'm gonna just do this trigger press on the back line. Yeah. Every time they make a mistake, we'll jump on them. Okay, that's it. That's all we want to do. The entire back line. It's cool. So after I restarted the machine, it was fine. Looking quite good. I mean, Molina now has got a knock. Okay, we gotta bring on Especulaqueta then. Also, Lema. 4-2-3-1s are strong. Yeah, I don't see a problem. I mean, okay, I'm like expecting the 4-2-3-1 to beat the 5-2-2-1. Okay, I'm not even. It should, no reason why it can't beat the 5-2-2. If it doesn't beat the 5-2-2-1, then the 4-2-3-1 is not well designed. That's how you know. 4-2-3-1 is bound to do it. So either you you're losing the ball because you're trying to work it too quickly up the pitch. Yeah, you're doing okay. Even if I plays with overture of aggression and bravery, it's very hard to play two because I was trying, but anyway, yeah, you need aggressive players. If you don't have aggressive players in the center of the park, you cannot play ball winning midfielders. Yeah. They also need good work rate, man. They just and technique. Oh, I mean, like the requirements of a ball winning midfielder are not as low as people think. You know, like I know that some people might suggest that these attributes aren't needed. Who cares about technique? But technique is a finishing touch. And you cannot do it's impossible to do like a simulation, like, you know, one of those experiments across the season. Okay, I'm going to make all my players 8 technique and see whether or not, how are you going to measure a good tackle or a good pass? It's almost impossible unless you go into the game and you're watching every single action for 90 minutes. And I don't think anybody has the patience to do that. So there's no like way for you to empirically quantify the value of an attribute in Football Manager, right? You can't do it, especially with something like technique, because technique affects everything in the game, like finishing, passing, heading, tackling. It's the finishing touch, no? It's like how well can you do that job? So it's not easy. I would always look at technique as being important for ball winning midfielders. So you gotta make sure that, like, for example, it's easiest to see it with, you know who or not, defenders, especially defenders, right? They have like, if they have like say 70 for jumping reach, right, and then they have like 11 for heading and 8 for technique, or single digit for technique, right? Yo, guaranteed to see him always hit the ball to the opposition. Okay, now if he's 11 for heading and then his technique is 16, right? That his heading is good, but he may not have the range that you need him to have. Then after that, so technique plays a big part for me, especially when it's tackling as well. You know, I find that players with lower technique tend to give up more yellow cards as well, or get into trouble. High aggression, good tackling, low technique. Oh God, that's like, for me, it's like, oh no, please don't get a cut, don't get a cut. So you gotta be really careful, man. I don't know. That's how I play the game. But I haven't struggled because you know, I follow that little logic over the years. Yeah. So this tactic is simple. Just replace the 2 in the middle and you're fine. Yeah. As long as you have the wingers putting pressure on the back line, you shouldn't have a problem. This is a good tactic. I like it. It's risky in the sense that you're using this role here. Okay, so what I would do here now, after I take the lead, right? I do this instead. You notice what I did? Very quickly, right? I was going through that very fast, right? Okay, like you all did underlap. Why underlap, not overlap? People should ask me this question. Why do you choose underlap and not overlap? Look at this tactic. Why underlap and not overlap? Because the widest player is most likely going to be inside forward, not the inverted fullback on defense. Unless we are camping in the opposition for a really long time and the tempo is really high, which I don't see happening, right? So widest player is inside forward. He's holding the ball up, looking for inside run coming from the volante. That's why I use the underlap. Here is an overlap because it's quite obvious, you know. Widest player is going to be the fullback, or rather the winger is going to come inside, hold up the ball, looking for the fullback to do the overlap around him. That's it. And when you have overlaps, you tend to see more crosses. When you have underlaps and you're playing a narrow attacking with, chances are you're going to see quite a few more through balls. Yeah. 2-0 up, right? Okay. God, I'm looking at the score, or thinking, hey, we don't want to lose this game, man. Fulgini with the corner. Hey, Intanin, how are you, man? Comfortable. I mean, we haven't changed the wingers or the fullbacks, so they're naturally more tired. So the opposition is probably putting our boys aren't really doing much defending down the flanks, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, correct. There we go. Boom. Yeah, transition. Yep, easy. Yeah, it's easy. I mean, okay, maybe we can change the passing length of this tactic. Yeah. I mean, that's even crazier. So you shouldn't dribble less. Good option. Low cross out. Taken the lead, right? So just drop low crosses. If you've already taken the lead, you don't need to play with low crosses on. If you're like 2-0 up, remove low crosses. If you're looking to hold on to the win, there's no need for you to go to the byline now. So your players will be doing more of that from range instead of over-committing, especially if you're on a higher mentality. Besides, man, 6R. You haven't attended any of my streams in about a year. You break my heart, man. You're making me feel all kinds of sad and lonely and depressed at the same time. Why haven't you been around in about a year? I hope there's a very good reason to have kept you away. Like, were you stuck on an island by yourself? Were you stranded, marooned on an island? Did your, something like that happen? That's the only reason why you have not caught my streams in about a year. All right. Very nice. Like, lovely tactic there from whoever said this tactic in. Oh, Neil, that was your tactic. Okay, we got a Trojan wall from Rondo, man. I love it when somebody sends you a tactic that is called a Trojan wall. And then after that, you look at the tactic very quickly and you discover you have very few defenders. Now we know why it's called a Trojan wall. I don't know why you call this a Trojan wall, hyenas. Does this even look like a Trojan wall? What's a Trojan wall? We have a Trojan horse, right? You send this, you make people think that you're giving them a gift, right? And then, how does this even look? What is it? What would a Trojan wall hyenas be? I still don't get it. How does a Trojan wall? Sorry, you got married? Congratulations, and finished my master's degree. Well done, man. Well done. Congratulations on finishing your master's and getting married at the same time. You know how phenomenal that is? Do you know how phenomenal an achievement it is? Most people already is an achievement for them to get married. Okay. You did your master's and you got married at the same time. Holy cow. That's like a whole level of legendary, man. A whole level of legendary. I have to tell you this, okay? Being a man who's married and advising people not to get married. Oh, don't. My friends come to me. Don't you, I'm thinking of getting married. I go like, why? They go like, dude, seriously, I want to get married. I go like, but why? I'm terrible. They go like, I say, look, you gotta get married for the right reasons. Don't just like, your parents come to you and say, son, go get married. That's the worst reason I ever get married, man. If your parents are the ones that's telling you to go get married, you better not get married. Because your parents just want to get rid of you. Man, just all jokes aside, congratulations, man. Congratulations. I mean, oh man, must have been a great wedding. Yeah. I think when I was getting married, my friends also did the same. My good friends also did the same thing. Right? I said, dude, seriously, why are you getting married for? Didn't your first marriage give you enough damage, lasting damage? I'm like, dude, seriously, no, you can't get wrong twice in a row, right? Yeah. All right, so we got this tactic here called a Trojan wall hyenas, and still don't understand the reason why it's been called that name. But let's take a look at any of the PIs here. Got tackle harder. Let's take out the opposition instructions. Let's go in here. Let's clear this first. You just come in here and do the usual I do. Oh, no. This is going to be crazy if I do that. Everybody and the substitutes get marked out. Okay, all right, that's it. Simple as. I think I'll give watching history. So now I think I will give watching history so next year. Sorry. Oh no. Other people also okay. Don't be like that. Sensitive for you. Okay. All right. Antoine Griezmann. Riquelme is okay. Like Marco Polo. What a name, man. For that name and for your name, we have to make you play. Okay. Antoine Griezmann. I mean, why is he on the bench? Really? I mean, is there a reason? Sorry. No, wow. Oh, no wonder. He's not 100%. Okay, let's go. We got Coke and Loriente. Here we go, guys. Kicking off the Trojan Wall. The Hyenas. Okay, this is going to be interesting. I mean, I don't know. We have to try this tactic out. I have no clue how it's going to work. I did a WM tactic for you guys, right? On Discord. Yeah, I did a 1 WM for you. Similar, I mean, it's the concept almost similar, like, 3 and 2 in the center. And then it's very, very attacking. Very attacking. So this opening goal, it was based on the Hungarian Magyar tactical system, right? I think it's in the Discord Dropbox folder. Let me see if it's still there. It should be here. Let me see. Boom. Come inside here. Load. Not here, right? Diego C. Users, Profeto, the Dropbox, the FM24, Discord. Is it in here? No? I'm pretty sure there was one Magyar. 343 offset. No, this is Bumpy. I don't know. Let me try to remember. It was based on. I remember it was based. It was in the guide I wrote. There we go. Magyar Strikeless. Yeah, WW. I call it a W. This is what mine look like. Okay. I want like this. Okay. C load. Okay. And then we have C drops. Yeah, I have a few. One more is that was strikeless. There's one that's not strikeless. Yeah. Ding. I don't know. Was it 343? I remember it's got to do with a 343. Let me see. Let me find it first. Highlander. I've made so many tactics. I lost strength. Magyar offset 3232. There's one more. Let's see. There's another one. Okay, we'll look at this. Magyar offset 343. Oh yeah, this is different. Yeah, mine is different from yours. Mine is like noise. It's ay, this guy's one is so crazy. Okay. All right. Okay. Well, undo. Okay, here we go. All right. Go back to Trojan horse. Okay, done. I'm a little behind the stream, but on YouTube, you can always rewind. Focus. What do you think of Scholes and Keane back in time? I think they were definitely ball. They're definitely ball. No, not Scholes. Scholes was not ball winner. Keane 100%. But Scholes was more like AM. Not really a AP. More, at one point, you can even call him a trequartista, but he also definitely did his tackles. But he was definitely floating between midfield and attack. Yeah. Yes, yeah. Oh, what a goal. I mean, your tactic is flying, man. Dude, Rondo, your tactic is flying, man. We're just enjoying the hullabaloo. Volante. I mean, it's going to be crazy. But I think you can mod this tactic into a strikeless tactic. No? Yeah, you can definitely. This is crazy attacking, man. No, I don't think you should. Advance forward. Yes. No. This is... yeah, you will concede a lot of goals on the flanks, right? So you need really good central defenders. You don't ever have to play on attacking. In fact, I'll never play this on attacking mentality. Most likely, the highest I go to is balance. Most of the time, I'll be playing on cautious or defensive. Yep. Yeah, you can't even play this on cautious. Right? Wait, hold on. We have to play first half with the tactic all the way. So I can play this tactic on cautious in the second half. Yeah, you can even play this on defensive because the tactic. See, the funny thing about Football Manager is that the more roles, sometimes I feel. I mean, I don't quote me on this, right? But sometimes I feel, right, the more attacking positions your players are in, right? Like meaning I got 5 attackers, okay, in the opposition half. Or I'm playing with 6 entering the opposition half. Then you're better off playing on cautious mentality, making sure that all your passes stick. Yeah. Oi, sure. How are you, man? Back again, watching me on YouTube. You're driving. Oh man, you would love that, man. Be careful when you drive and watch me at the same time. Okay. Whoa, Memphis with a brilliant goal. Holy cow, that rocked and back of the net. And also about underlap and overlap. I use overlap as a way for my striker to channel the gap to, not to get a fullback up there, but channel the pass in the area. I think there are a lot of those. Yeah, I think if you want to play the passes wide or narrow, it's just width. Yeah. Overlap and underlap, they don't really encourage you to pass in a certain direction. Overlap and underlap just influences the final pass. Yeah, because it's the widest player pass, that's all. What a move, man. I love this tactic. This tactic is all about creating chaos. Okay, now I get it. A Trojan wall hyenas. The back of hyenas. Yeah. Houdini online. I'm doing well, brother. I haven't seen you for a long time. Oh, guys. Feb 14, after Valentine's Day, we start streams at 3 hours later. Because my kids' school starts then, and both of them are going to be discharged from school in the afternoon now. And so I don't have to wake up super early anymore. I mean, my wife, Mrs., is going to send them to school, but it doesn't mean that now I don't have to, have like a split time to pick up the boys 3 hours apart. So that's good news. Okay, this is great, man. Now let's go to ladies on defensive. Okay. I'm playing on defensive, man. Let's go. Sweet. Just to prove my point. I hope I'm right. Living to the name. Yeah, Houdini. Disappeared. Yeah, disappeared, man. Magic act. Okay, live lives. They look at this tactic, right? You look at this, right? Okay, you see this thing again. Like, I like to do this, no? Boom. See, transition. Look at this transition, right? Look at that, man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 fellas, no. So this is the reason why the most important positions in your tactic are going to be these two. These two players, they are going to need anticipation, concentration, these two attributes. For these two guys. These two guys, they don't get anticipation, don't get concentration, your tactic is done. Good luck to you. Okay? This is absolute, and you can play this on a low mentality because it's so high up the pitch. You can play on defensive. Look at that. You can play on defensive, man. I would play on defensive, no? I would definitely go, 4 goals up. I don't need to do anything else, man. Play on defensive. It'll affect my defensive line slightly. Yeah. That's it. I play narrow, high tempo with low block and that overlap right, so I play channel the passes that space and then back you actually increase your ladder philosophy, not cross CV. Yeah. Okay. I have a similar tactic. I'm playing white center backs, ball playing defenders, white center backs with 2 strikers and ball playing left, ball playing versus low striker. Okay. Yeah, as long as you guys get the idea. The idea here is really simple. 5 in the opponent third with 2 volantes. Volantes go up. They create like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys here with 2 in the attack. So you overload their sides. You overload the center. He's using ball playing defenders. He can use white center backs as well. Now, in this tactic, right, he's got this guy staying wide and dribble more. He's using ball playing defenders because they bring the ball forward, right? So he can sometimes go up. So he's more aggressive. Instead of just having wide central defenders will protect the channels. So what he's gone for is he doesn't want them to be like stuck in the channel all the time. Like, meaning they're stuck out wide, so to speak. So he wants them to bring the ball, and then if he has the option, because he hasn't gone pass into space, but with the slightly more direct, what it means is these roles can also play the ball down the line for those guys in attacking positions. So it can be very potent. The only downside to a system like this are the inverted winger on the right flank, because the inverted winger has to be good. First touch, agility, balance, so that he doesn't, every time he checks inside to play the pass, he doesn't lose it. So you gotta make sure that is sorted. Wow. God, this is brilliant, man. Gabriel Rodriguez, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the channel, man. Okay, look, brilliant. I love this. This is a sensational attacking system. God, it's fun to watch, man. Okay, look at that. There we go. I mean, I dropped to defensive. Have you noticed? Hey, he still plays well. Yep, that kind of tactics is a super heavy on top, right? You don't have to go and throw in, yeah, there's no, I mean, to me, I mean, people will tell me, the only way to play this is to play on attacking mentality, whatever, I'm not going to get there. I'm not falling for that. I believe that you should play it on, there's no yeah. I'm about to say something, but I don't know, because some people take it the wrong way. Okay, so far requests we have I think we got, I want to check whether we got any more public view uploads. What have we got? We have 2 now. Okay, so I gotta take both in. I remember somebody just popped into the stream and said they just got him one in Discord. I'm checking to see. Trojan was the last one. All right, let's come in here. Let's go in here. Let's delete this. All right, home, downloads. We got public. There we go. Extract all, browse, and select this folder and pop it in. And there we go. Tactics are in there. Load. Asymmetric. Wow. Overloading left side with the box midfield to control and recycle, creating space for inverted winger to cut inside as shell strike will provide passing and line overlap options to overloading opposition. In defense, box midfield, match opposition box midfield, which is very common. How is that against AI playing? Nice. Okay. Got this. AP will roam? Nope. Okay, anchored. Ball, they won't drift too far. Inverted winger comes in here. Wingback does a natural overlap. Low crosses, I definitely say remove this. You should remove low crosses. Don't play low crosses is a default in your tactics. The only time you play low crosses as a default in your tactic is if you are already like a really good team. I would start with mixed crosses first, and then if you see you're dominating possession, right? You're always in the. You can tell after like the first 10 to 15 minutes. Yeah, you'll be able to tell. Sometimes I do it in the second half when the opposition is tired already. Then I go like, oh great, they can't run anymore, so I just go camp and then I go, low cross. Can we get this tactic? Which tactic? The one that was just played? No, that one that was on Discord. But I'll see, sometimes we put the tactics. I pick one, I'll cherry pick one tactic and put it on I'll put it on the folder. I'll probably take the Trojan hyenas, right? That one. Yeah, you're talking about that, right? Quick kicks. I'll put it on the public Dropbox folder that's linked. Yeah. Okay, so we've got this tactic. I'm playing it out now because I definitely think that this tactic needs 1 or 2 tweaks. Yeah, but we'll see how it goes, and then I'll make the changes very quickly. Because the thing about me is this, right? So you got AP here. He's gonna The problem with playing an AP like the way it's been set up here is the AP just stays in that position. Yeah, so he's only an AP for like no one. Him only, like, so you want him to drift here, drift here, and drift here. How do you get that done? Otherwise, he's just an AP for the sake of an AP. His ratings are not going to be fantastic. And then you see all this running around rampant. Man, I'm not a big fan of the wingback either. Wingbacks are a liability in Football Manager, especially when you want to have a box midfield or a box defense. Because what happens is the wingbacks don't use the box very well. So you notice one thing as well. All these attacks are coming down our right flank where your wingback is operating. So when that happens, what you do is you change the wingback to a fullback. And then, roam from position, you gotta put the roam from position and move into channels on that AP. I would definitely be doing that. And I will remove the wingback and change it into a fullback on attack so that the fullback on attack has got more things to do on the left flank. Because right now I'm seeing too many attacks coming down that right flank where the wingback is operating. I see too many at the moment. I pay a lot of attention to which side of the pitch the AI is attacking me from. But if you're happy with the tactic, carry on, man. My way of playing is different. I like to like make sure that we get like for example here, if you do it the way I was gonna recommend it, then you'll still have the same result, going down this part. Yeah, you look at the AP. The AP's numbers are just so low. Yeah, where is he ended up? Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here, tell him to move and roam. Okay, then I'm going to change his role to a fullback on attack. We just leave. I'm going to remove the low cross to a mixed cross. Now we're just going to drop this slightly. Because the guy is our joke. Every time we get attacked down this flank, our left flank. Yeah. So just now our left flank was they were attacking us on our left flank. So I'm trying to balance it out so that you don't get so many attacks out. Yeah, I'm telling you right now, you want the link up play to be really good. Boxers do brilliantly with fullbacks because then they pass inside, go out. So they literally, you literally own the flank. You see what's happened there? And your players, right? They don't lose the ball that often in that area. Got DM here, Witzel 7. We got on a yellow card, which is always never a good sign. Let's see how long we can last with the Witzel on the yellow card before I'm forced to change her. Recently, I started to think play low or middle block even counters definitely a quality in capable. Yeah, if you want to play low block, you gotta be a good team. Yeah, a lot of people seem to think that low block is for a weak team, right? No. Don't play low block if you're a weak team. You play a low block if you're a good team. Yeah, because if you want to play a low block, your players must be able to defend, right? So if your players can defend, why are you playing low? If your players can't defend, your jumping isn't very good. Your defenders aren't that good. So why are you playing a low block? Yeah, you should only play a low block. Oddly enough, teams that are weak are better off attacking. Look at Nottingham Forest, how they defend. They attack, and then everybody gets back into defense, right? So Nottingham Forest are very different from a lot of different. They're bringing a new style of defending. There's like a new way of playing. I won't say a lot of teams have been doing that for centuries. But the thing is that when they lose the ball in the attack, everybody goes up to attack, right? And everybody comes back to defend. They all come back to the imaginary line all the time, which is kind of funky to watch. Hey, Riquelme, look at where he was now. That positioning is what I wanted Riquelme to do. I want him to move a bit wider, and I want him to be a bit more good at finding space for himself. Yeah. So you can get that. So yeah, we got that already. Yeah. I'll probably make these changes only. Like fullback, focus. I remove the. I'll remove the. You can play a wing back here. I mean, you can, I guess, but again here, I'll probably use a fullback on attack. Oh, reason why you can't. Then we gotta make sure that our ball-winning midfielder is taken off. Wait, let me see this. I have no idea whether this guy is a ball-winning midfielder. We'll discover soon enough. Yeah, why not? I mean, fullbacks, what they do is wingbacks, they tend to dribble on their own, right? And take on players. Fullbacks, they will look inside for the pass. They can't beat the player, they look inside the pass, go out to receive the pass and keep going on. That's how fullbacks work. Fullbacks are phenomenal roles in Football Manager that everybody seems to underestimate. Thinking, oh, we gotta know. Because I was still reading from the guidebook from somebody who wrote maybe in 2014. Like 20 years ago, somebody wrote this guide maybe for FM12 or FM13, which is a common thing for a lot of people writing. If you don't play with any wingers, you should play a wingback. That rule, get it or throw it out the window. It doesn't apply in Football Manager 24. And definitely not in Football Manager 25. Because these fullbacks, what they do is, they are in my opinion, these are the best roles in the game for the flanks in a back four. Country mile. You don't play any other role. Your tactic is gonna sing, especially if using a box midfield. The moment you put fullbacks in, your tactic is gonna change. Yeah, they have regroup and counter press tweaks enabled at the same time. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. You're right, say it loudly. That's Nottingham Forest, no? But their regroup is fantastic, man. Phenomenal way of playing. I think right now, in my opinion, the best defensive transition in the modern game that I'm seeing right now is coming from Nottingham Forest. Which is the reason why Nottingham Forest, right, at home, right? They are hit over. Nobody wants to play them right now. They're so good at defense. They're like mad fellas running back to defend. You can only get away with wing back, occupy in front of the back three, but not in back four. Yeah. Yeah, this one, don't use wing backs. Use fullbacks. You can use fullbacks on attack here. This one also should be a fullback on attack. That's it. Done. Fullback on attack is not more like a runner. Well, a runner and dribble, correct, yeah. They will give the ball, go, wait for the ball, get, go. They give and take. There's a lot of give and take with fullbacks. Yeah, what's the other role? The wing back. I wouldn't even bother with a wing back. I don't look at wing backs anymore. I hardly use wing backs. Like here, so I'll drop this. Play full back. Don't waste your time. Yeah. Full back on support, CM on support. In fact, here you get support. Okay, all right. This tactic, right, might struggle with goals. There's a reason why. Okay. Now you see, you got DLF attack holding up the ball, right? Who's he holding up the ball for? CM on attack. Okay, good. Inverted winger comes inside here with an overlap here. Widest player, what's he going to do? Now you're playing a mid block. Now, when you play a mid block, right, you're trying to win the ball in midfield. You got 1, 2, 3. Who's winning the ball for you in midfield? You think this guy's going to come back and help you win? Not all the time. You're going to depend on these two, right? So thing about mid blocks is if you want to play a mid block really well, then chances are this role will have to change to a ball winning midfielder. So you got a mid block going, and this is one of the most unbalanced mid blocks in the game because you don't have this guy is always going to be slightly higher. So how are you going to do a mid block successfully with a 4-3-3? Not easy. My advice is don't play a mid block with it. Just play a high. Just like this, okay? High block. You can play a standard defensive line if you want to be more defensive. That means these guys don't overcommit in the attack. All right. If you want to play mid, then leave it like this. Mid blocks don't really play well, for what this tactic is called. What's it called? A 4-3-3. You want to play a mid block, then you play here. Then you got midfielders in your block. Then you play like inverted winger on attack here. You might play a winger on support here. Wait, let me see here. Or inverted winger on support here. I'm trying to get them into the same positions they were in earlier. So this guy might be right-footed. This guy will be a right-footed inverted wing on attack. So you play this guy as a wing on attack, but put a right-footed player here, so that he comes inside here like inside forward. Then you got a creative role here. Then okay, this you want to play, you play this as a mid block. Yeah, you can, because now you got midfielders to help you win the ball. Right, so in this position, then when you lose the ball, you're gonna have all these players in a very good position to win the ball, and then counter attack. Okay. So this would make it more suitable. Yeah, 4-4-2s, 4-2-3, 4-2-2s are suitable as a mid block, but not a 4-2-3-1. No. Your only tactics that are suitable for mid blocks are 4-4-2, 4-1-4-1. That's it. Any tactic that's got players here don't play well as mid blocks. They will struggle as a mid block, because these guys have to come back in the transit. They're not going to win the ball in midfield for you. Then you end up playing a low block anyway, because these guys are only going to trigger when the ball is here. That's not mid block. That's a low block race. What's the point? So if you want to play this, you might as well play. This is already, okay, let me explain. This is already a defensive formation, because it's got 7 players defending. 7 players. Right. So these guys are committed to the attack. So you have to play as high like this. Then you set up like that. You got fullback on attack, winger on attack, DLP, DLF on attack, CM on attack. This guy becomes like a deep line forward attack, inside forward. This guy becomes inside forward attack. Yeah, that's it. Don't play whip. Play mixed. Tempo slightly higher, dribble less, counter. And this is counter like this, or counter press. It's more like slightly. Okay. Yeah. You do something like this. So you don't always counter press. You're not like trying to win the ball every time, right? So you're just gonna counter. Okay, so high press. And you can go with something like this as well. If you want to work the ball into the box, you can. Then what you do is you drop this, and then you go this. You get a bit more possession centric. And then you can definitely do a prevent shot goalkeeper. This ringer 1-2-3. You can shift this higher. You can play it here. This with a 4-3-3, you don't need to go all the way. You can play it here or here. Doesn't matter. Both these two are fine. Yeah, I would set it up like that. This tactic is a 4-3-3 will never give you too many chances at goal. The only way it will is if you're in the opposition third and you're moving them around. 4-3-3s are not very good at creating lots of goal scoring opportunities unless they are camping in the opponent's third and they're doing something like this: work ball into box, dribble less. You're moving the opposition around and you're getting them up the pitch. Then you're putting an underlap here because the widest player is looking for inside runs. You're going to come out from here, ball winning midfielder. Yeah, that's it. And then you can do a deep diagonal from this side, with the inside forward on attack. Yeah, you won't make a lot of chances. This 4-3-3's XG is not very high. You can try as many times. You're probably going to get some matches, but most, will you see like 5 XG, 4 XG scoring like 13, 14 goals? No, you won't. This is not a high XG tactic. It's not a high XG formation. Yeah. It's never been a high XG formation. You're not going to see a lot of them. I've got my high XG formation for this kind of tactics. Looks very different. I'll show you mine. This is my high XG tactic. Look at this, right? I poacher, winger. I've got overlap. There's another version of this. I got several versions of this tactic. This one, and I got another one. Underlap. This one I want to play with one defender. This is what I want to play with 3 defenders. The one, 2, 3 defender. This guy goes up. This guy holds. They got a 2 here. This guy attacks here. Winger. Then underlap. Widest player holds out the ball looking for inside runs. You know how many players get into the final third? I got 7 fellas attacking the lines. You see there's a difference? Because yours has how many people attacking the lines? 1, 2, 3. Mine is a lot more attacking. I've got 1 guy, 2 guys, 3 guys attacking the lines. I've got this guy who's holding back. I've got this guy pushing up. So I've got lots of options. This guy pins back the defenders while these guys attack, pull them apart. So you want to, when you want to make a tactic, you got to think about how you can apply pressure on the opposition. Yeah, you got to do it. You have to be. This one creates lots of goals, but it's very, very aggressive because it defends with 7. So how I don't want it to defend with 7, so I only defend with 3. 1, 2, 3. So this guy gets up, this guy goes 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 up. Yours, this guy who goes up. This guy goes up. This guy maybe. This guy goes up. This guy goes up. This guy goes up. This guy holds. This guy holds. This guy holds. This guy will go up. Only when you control only when you're playing a high block, not a mid block, right? Not a mid block. This guy also, only when you have a high block, when you're camping. So just when you're playing mid block, this guy doesn't go up, this guy doesn't go up. Okay? This guy doesn't go up, this guy doesn't, this guy also doesn't go up. So your mid block only has this guy attacking and this guy attacking. So how many chances can you create? Not many, right? So your tactic isn't creating enough chances for your players to take advantage of. So you have to think in terms of getting players into the final third. Like the term is actually there, fullback, full of everything. Yeah, full of everything. Hey, Spurs fan, how are you, man? How's you doing, man? How's you doing? Okay, we're gonna now take let's try this. Okay, next game. I played Gambit for a while. I haven't played Gambit in a long time. I've not played Gambit in a heck of a long time. Team all probably injured already. Okay, so many players tired. Okay, Paul Oriente. Witzel is libero. Oh, this will be fun. Acceleration 9. This will be fun, man. This guy can actually be the libero. We'll die. We'll die. This tactic is gonna collapse in my face. Very demanding tactic. Because the libero is very important in this tactic. Okay, so we see this comprehensive highlights. Slow down the speed. Extended. I don't defeat. Let's go. Oh, Loriente, don't get sent off. Okay, we go. 1. Okay. Now that the transition starts. 2. Okay, hold on to the ball. I played Gambit so long. Means the ball. Oh! Almost. Is it? Wait. Which version is this? We're doing underlap. Okay, let me see. Underlap. Okay, can. Underlap. Play out of box. Focus. Play on the right. Walk ball. Draw the tempo. Dribble less. Okay. Hopefully you can view Fox's Spurs save later. Oh, Fox's Spurs. Your save is in, right? Yeah, we'll do this after this. Yeah, we finished already. I haven't seen the save yet. Your save, right? Okay. Definitely. Thanks for reminding me. After this. 100%. For a year full of applause, give the man a playing match with this tactic. There we go. All done, man. Yeah, I'm very confident. You want to create, no? See, now, okay, I'm very confident that we're going to rip this team apart, right? Now I'm going to go to your tactic. This tactic, okay? We switch. Without any changes to your roles, no? Oh, wait, hold on. You got to change it because you're playing mid-block. You're playing mid-block, huh? So you got to change, no? Alright, so yours is mid-block, I remember. So I got to load this, your original tactic without any changes. Zoop. Okay, alright, done. Okay. Because your tactic needs a lot of changes for it to be more threatening. So we just gotta zoom in to key highlights. If you want to change your tactic, you got to get more players into attack. Your DLP has to move forward. Your CM, this guy is going to move forward, right? You got to keep the ball because you got to create chances. I mean, you're sometimes going to get set piece chances. You're sometimes going to be in your opponent's third. Yeah, definitely you might. But high XG, we're talking about high XG chances. Can you create a lot of high XG chances? Probably not. No. Stall to Samalino to Correra. Oi, maybe I was wrong. Your tactic is good. Your play, me also. Hey, I tell you what, my players all seem to be liking your tactic a lot. Look at that. That was a very high XG chance, no? Oh no, consider a goal. Yeah, that's terrible. That was so terrible. The defending. Oh my god, the player is so out of position. Yeah, terrible defending. I don't like. I personally, the way I play 4-3-3s is I dominate possession. I don't even want to give the opposition a chance with the ball. Yeah, I would definitely look at playing it on a high block, like not mid block, because the mid blocks don't work, Football Manager. If you play a mid block in a 4-3-3, you're always gonna give chances away. The opposition is always gonna come at you. Because your boys, they look at this. These guys are never gonna help you defend until the ball is here. Look at that. Are they getting behind the ball? No. Only when the guy is like turn his back to them, they're close to him, then he does it. You can't really tell unless you're watching it here. I would definitely recommend that you to tweak your tactic, right? I would recommend that you play on a high block. This guy can be this guy. I mean, you want to play this as a wing back? Go ahead. This guy should really be a ball winning midfielder. Oh no, Paulista is already injured. Paspalaqueta can come on. I gotta look for your tactic. Spurs fan, where did you upload the save to? Is it in the wait, I'm trying to remember where you uploaded. Which folder where did you upload the save to? Is it in the same help your is it the one that I linked to? Where is it now? Created a room for them. Help my save, right? The link. Upload your save. What's the link called? Yeah, I just correct FM24 file save. It should be there. Okay, looking at this, right? We're getting to defend a few chances against. We're having to defend, right? So 4-3-3 is never a very good mid block. You'll end up defending a lot. So my advice is play as a high block. At least your tactic for a start. Don't play as a mid block. Yeah. Okay, let's see your tactic. Let's delete these two. Already you're safe. That's what you sent in. Request. FM24 file save. View uploads. I think it's this. This is where I put it in. This is the one. Is this the one? Spurs fan, pre-wonders. Is it the pre-wonders one or is it the Spurs decent Thomas Spurs one? Foxes Spurs. Must be this one. Okay. Yeah, must be that one. Okay, all right. Downloads. Copy. Go to E. Sports Interactive. It's not called Nelly Foxes. Yeah, this is why I got it called as Spurs 2025 decent Thomas Hing. Oh, Nelly Foxes. I see it. Okay. Nelly Foxes. I see it. Okay. I got it. Nelly Foxes. Downloads Nelly Foxes. No, it's not there yet. Nelly Foxes. Copy. E. Games. Done. Load game. Oh, that is a shortlist views. Okay. All right, done. Okay, so wow. Okay. What I'm supposed to do with the save, man? The season hasn't started yet, has it? Yeah. This 24. Review the season, I guess. Review your previous season. And wow. What a season, man. What is this? All friendlies. Hey, hello from Italy. How are you, man? I don't get this. This is like, what's this? In Premier League, you got a whole season of friendlies. Whole season of friendlies. Then we go into the following season. And then it's still friendlies. Well, I don't understand what am I supposed to review. Yeah. I have no clue, no? Yeah. I have no clue what this is. This looks like a lot of interesting players. What is the notes for? Loan. Replace Nabil. I no clue what's going on. Yeah. This looks like an edited save. I have no idea what this is about. Yeah. So if you can expand on this and tell me what you are trying to achieve, because I have no clue what you're trying to do here. Yeah. So I'm gonna keep asking and then can explain. Yeah, whether you did anything on chat to explain or not. Oh. Okay. Save is up. Also, the date is for two managers: Nelly for Leicester and Zini for Spurs. Hope the playable nations and leagues make sense. Pre-season and training schedules are a nightmare. We know mainly used to let all the players show what they can do on the pitch. For Nelly, okay. So I gotta pop in this. I gotta use the Discord. I'm gonna open this up first. Yeah, because I'm reading on Discord, so then everybody has an understanding of what's going on. So basically what he's created is he's edited a save. Yeah, he's edited this save and did some transfers. Okay. Now I understand what's going on. Okay. And I'll explain it while I'll pop the thing up on the screen so you guys understand what's happening. All right. All right. Okay, so here we go. So we got this, right? Okay, save is uploaded. Backstory details are here. Leicester Spurs FM24. Okay, I mean, like, a rich club given a negative transfer budget. The fans want an immediate return to the Premiership. Understand? Thankfully, the board is slightly less ambitious. Nelly is hijacking this in a parallel. She's obsessed with inundating Leicester with different tactics for every match. We've come to a compromise or source with Nelly. The save is going to be a tactics challenge with one different formation used every game one. So each season will likely see 10 different tactics. Friendly matches may include different tactics. The parameter Nelly is unsackable, but if Leicester gets relegated or by some other reason, Leicester fire Nelly, the challenge ends. Okay, we're on. So Nelly is unsackable, but if Leicester gets relegated or by some other reason, Leicester fire challenge ends. Staff hires done by Nelly. Youth teams managed by assistant. Selected players loaned out by Nelly. Training set up by Nelly. Media and team talks done by assistant. Transfer negotiated by assistant, confirmed by Nelly. So Nelly is the manager. Nelly is unsackable, but if Leicester gets relegated or by some other reason, Leicester fire Nelly, the challenge ends, but the save continues. Okay, so that means this is like a hot potato save. Okay, alright. Staff, Nelly looked through them and will bring in some enhancements. Nelly reviewed the squad so far for. So Nelly, who's Nelly? I'm still trying. So Nelly's one more schedule. Okay, so these are all the guys taking part in the challenge. Oh, now I get it. Yeah, that's like a hot potato challenge last time, which I did. Okay. So low without registration is so tempting. So I get this. So what? This is a challenge that all of you have done. Wow, you guys came up with this challenge all on your own. My word, this is interesting. Okay. Okay, this is. This is in low without registration. Okay, man, because there's a try with a 3-star team, maybe more 6 deals. So everybody, wait, has everybody been trying something different? What is a crazy save, no? So all of you are playing this and passing it to you. So a season is a second season. I don't get it. I still don't get how come there's so many friendlies. So you got all these friendlies. So we got, okay, all right. Yeah, holiday. So we got schedule. So training is not done by me. Calendar, schedule. Yeah. Okay, this is all modified already. So I'm not getting involved in this. Okay. Okay. Schedule. So what? You got to go all the way until Galatasaray. 3rd of August. Okay. Because from what I can gather, right? Okay, according to the rules of this thing. Okay, help my save. Okay, date is 2 managers, Nelly for Leicester and Zany for. Okay, Nelly is unchangeable. Zany is for Spurs. This is a very nice save, no? Maybe walk through their title season, use a different version, sharing highlights, personal changes, stuff, players out, Vardy, players in, possible loan, looking for recommendation. Okay, for Zany, maybe walk through NG's masterclass. So the first season, we got 2 teams playing the first season. So Zany was in charge of Tottenham Hotspur, right? Okay, so Zany was in charge of Tottenham Hotspur in the first season. Oh my god, what happened to Zany, man? Spurs fan. So this was your first season. Now I understand what's going. So there are 2 managers in this. Okay. So your first season using all these tactics. Oi, detail level lah, brother. How come I cannot get the highlights of the matches? You look at it, I can't go through any of them because the detail level is not there. Yeah, you see, we can't the size of the file. I can't see all the games. See, I can only see some of the games. Can't. Okay, we go in this. Yep. See. Can't pick all the games. We can pick. Okay, so against Liverpool, what did you use? You all lost. Tottenham Hotspur lost 5-1 to Liverpool. Why did Tottenham Hotspur play a 4-3-3? That is easily the worst formation to play with, man. Okay, alright. Then they played Manchester United FC. I thought you're supposed to use a different tactic. Wait, hold on. Oh, yeah. Zany is intending mainly a 5-2-2-1. And then Nelly is looking at 4-2-3-1, 4-2-2, and 5-2-3. Yep. Okay, so looking at the formations right now. A 4-3-3 definitely. I would be very first up. I would never play a 4-3-3 with Spurs. Yeah. Different tactics. So Spurs fan, my question is, are you playing with two different managers? God, the way I look at it, I assume Nelly Granville is just the AI manager. There are two different managers. So Nelly Granville is managing Leicester City. Okay. So whoever Nelly Granville is, maybe doesn't want anybody to know their real name. Because all Nelly Granville played were friendlies. Then all Spurs fan played were the league. Yeah. But then Angie got and they pop. Okay. Now I get it. Okay. So my advice is, if you wanted to play this, looking at a squad, right? 5-2-2-1 is definitely a good choice. Yeah. But not wing back auto lah. Please don't do that. Just go wing back. Attack. Wing back attack. Right. Here you plus play wing back attack. You can play two double DMs as well. This by far the best option. Then you get them going. EM on support is fine. This guy is gonna go up. DLF on support. Too many. Too many cooks spoil the broth. You're already getting up, right? So you need this three. This three can just attack the box. Yeah, go advance forward. Poacher also can. Yeah, advance forward. Shadow striker. You can play a poacher here as well. Yeah, and you get a lot of options attacking. Then you want to cut inside of the ball and sit narrow. You can do it with both formations. You can do that with either one. Yeah, I would go with this tactic for them. Fourth way, this is crazy. You want to try this? Okay, go for it. This is a crazy tag. This will work. Yeah, TRP roaming playmaker, triple playmaker system. Complete wing back. Okay, might go in and might come out. That's the only thing about complete wing backs I don't like, because some they roam, right? Yeah, probably this you're probably better off here just with a fullback on support or even a wing back on support, because the roaming playmakers will push up here. What you really need in this position is a ball playing defender. This role can be a CD. See, this guy is going up. You want this guy to go up too, so you can play a wing back beside him instead of a complete wing back. So these two can work in sync together. So you probably better off playing a wing back here. Ball playing with a CD, you can play a complete wing back here. Yeah. This is quite okay, but your best tactic is going to be this for quite a while. You'll nullify a lot of teams and you'll do a lot better. Nelly Granville tactic. Nelly Granville, I'm not sure. No, the best way to find out really quickly is from a squad planner. Okay, looking at their 4-2-2, what do they have? They got DM. They got Harry Wings. Can Boubacar Soumare can. Alex Scott is on loan. Yeah, can, but there's not a lot of height in this. There's not a lot of height in this team. Show him more. This guy is good, man. Yeah, this guy is a very good signing. This guy is very, very good. Very good DM. Freddy Potts. Long-term prospect. Hamza Chowdhury. Okay lah, not a bit overrated in my opinion. Yeah, Jordan James. So you got four. You can play Boubacar and then you can play this guy. So it's your starting two. And you got Harry Wings as 3. So you got the players. Harry Wings, chances are I probably wouldn't depend on him because he doesn't have the height in midfield. So you got the 2. And then the AM, you can play him. Harvey Barnes. Who's this Reece Evans? Too young. Will Elvis for the future as well. So I'll go like you definitely can play with these two up top, right? But the problem is like when you only have 2, right? You only have 2, you don't play this system. How many strikers? Firmino 1, Height, okay, George Hurst. 2. Mason. 2 strikers, Chris Popov. 2 strikers, Joshua King. You only got 2 strikers. Can't play a box, man. This system can't use a box. They can't play a box. They gotta play a single striker system. For the Leicester City, they are looking at a 4-2-3. Boom. They're looking at a 4-2-3-1. That would be their best system for them. Yeah. This will be the best system for Leicester City. Simple, but I wouldn't use a triple. I'll probably go with something like AP on S and then use like a DM on support. DLP on support, fullback, player. You can play inverted fullbacks. You can double inverted fullbacks, and these two can be attack duties straight away. Inside forward or a wing on attack. Yeah, you can play this like that. It's quite safe for a team like Leicester City. Then you can use an overlap here to position this guy slightly higher, which should not affect anything else on the side, but that'll be fine. Then you can put a lot of pressure on teams. And then you'd have a very, very aggressive defense with this tactic. I mean, it will be quite a strong defense if you want to set it this way up. I hope I'm getting the idea here quickly, because you have this really interesting save where there are 2 managers here, and you're basically giving one manager a tactic to play with. And I don't think you're managing this, but you're giving this manager and probably putting them on a holiday and then letting them play with it. I don't know how this is going to work now. It'll probably work really well as a network saver. But let's see, Tottenham was history managers. Yeah. NJ Postecoglou was fired, and then you took over. Yeah, you took over here. And then, wait, let me see. And then we had the Tottenham Hotspur, right? So their manager, Postecoglou, got fired and Zany took over. And then for Leicester City history managers, they got Nelly Granville, okay, took over after basically took over to start the save. Okay. So you took over Leicester City. Interestingly enough, if the challenge right now, maybe walk through title using different sharing highlights, personal changes. If this team, right, Leicester City, the squad, right, if I'm looking at a tactic and I play like this, right, I don't have any of the players available. You actually have the players to actually survive 4-2-3-1. We definitely have the players. Looking at the squad planner alone is enough to tell you that. Yeah. See, looking at the squad planner, you got him as a left back, 100% enough. And then you got Ricardo Pereira as a right back, 100% enough. Okay. If you wanted to go out there and now go and sign players, right? I mean, not looking at the form. We're looking at this. Yeah. So you just have to concentrate on your scouting, a short list, right? Your recruitment window is like this. Recruitment focuses gotta be different. Okay, so what I would do is a recruitment focus. I'll go right and I'll do this. Okay, because you can't afford. You need players that can play for you, right? So you want 1 star, potential ability 3, 17 to 89. At least they can start playing the first team. All right, right back. And then further details, add the height. Make sure that they are at least 1.78. Okay. Go back. Don't hit the confirm button until you've done everything. Okay. You've done all this. Don't play inverted fullback. Let's go fullback. Yeah. And then you start the search transfer. Yeah, that's it for the fullback. And then you confirm it here. You create one like this. And you can also come in here. Scouts are busy. If you see a red like this, You address it either by hiring more scouts or you trim down your focuses. Yeah, there are systems we play in the game, but I think what will happen is that you can set it up in such a way that you're forcing the AI to play the tactic. So you can go, like for example, right? You can go like this. Where is it? Right, so you can set the holiday options for the manager. Using current match tactics, you can think where's selection. Using a current match tactics, you force the AI manager to use that tactic. Can either do that or you can leave it to the AI manager. Leave the AI manager alone to decide how they're gonna manage this team. So you can actually do it in such a way that since Nelly, here Nelly is unsackable, right? See? Wait, let me see. Where's Nelly? Inbox. Unsackable. Nelly is unsackable. Now, if Nelly is unsackable, then you can have another way of playing this. You can be like a chairman of the club. Okay. So what you do is you set up the responsibilities for Nelly. Okay, so your staff responsibilities. Match. Okay. You delegate this, you delegate this, right? So you're basically delegating everything, right? You're delegating everything, and you leave Nelly to run the matches on match day. Yeah. So delegate this, right? Takes provides. You delegate this. You're not getting involved. Whoever is the assistant manager, you let them control the game. Match. And so delegate, and you confirm. And then what you do, okay, all you do is you're not getting involved in the games. You let them do the games, and you watch the games. So you become like a DOF. So all you do is you don't get involved in the game itself. I know there's plenty of ways to play this game. Well, sometimes there are different ways people can approach the game. I personally I've seen some really interesting ways of playing the game. You can just set up an AI manager without staying in charge of the team as well. But he doesn't want this guy. He wants this to be unsackable. Like you can. He's already got one AI manager. This Nelly Granville he's created this manager called Nelly Granville, who's in charge of Leicester City. So your job is you manage Tottenham Hotspur. Your job is to manage Tottenham Hotspur, and you see what Nelly Granville does. Because unsackable, you just what you do is you control the transfer market. And then you're always on holiday, and you're letting the assistant manager do the job of playing the games for you. And then you're going to watch the games. Yeah. Rather, watch the games after the matches are played. So your job is to hire the manager with the best tactical knowledge. You hire the manager who's got the tactic you want them to play. Like, you want them to play a 4-3-3, right? So you go to the staff. Okay, so right now the assistant manager, who's the assistant manager here? Okay, Brian Kidd, right? So he plays a 4-2-3-1 and a 4-4-2. So your job is, he's got tactical knowledge of 14. So Brian Kidd apparently, will create his preferred formations of 4-4-2 or a 4-2-3-1. So we don't get involved. We just give him the players of the 4-4-2 and the 4-2-3-1, right? And then we always go holiday for that and let him play those games. And then you sign players for him. So you do the transfers, you just add them to the club. So you're just acting like an owner of the club. You're basically Roman Abramovich. See whether the AI can do well or not on its own. Meanwhile, you are managing Tottenham Hotspur. You got your hand in both cakes while you're eating it. It's a very interesting save. But that's how I would approach it. I wouldn't go in and like create a tactic for themselves. I just clear all the tactics out and then do everything else and just let the Nelly Granville do Nelly Granville. I think Nelly Granville will always be on holiday. Yeah. But you are always giving the assistant manager full latitude to do whatever they want to do. Does that make sense? So you're permanently on holiday with this one. So you don't watch. You just go on holiday and then as the zany, what you do is you watch their games. So you can go in and while you're playing it, because they're on holiday, right? So you can always watch their games. Yeah, I know. It's crazy, but I think it's going to be quite fun. Yeah, it can be quite fun if you play it this way. So you created 2 managers. So all you do is you go to the staff responsibilities on Nelly Granville. And then all you got to do from here is go staff and responsibilities. Then go again, do it from overview. Overview is a lot of work, but it's quite easy. So all you do is you hiring and firing the director of football. You're in charge of the staff, right? Okay. Scouting responsibility, you can assign scouts and you can be the one in charge of this. Transfers, you are in charge of all the transfers, right? So you are the one calling all the shots. Okay. Sales, media, you don't get involved. Trade responsibility, you delegate. Yeah. So you come in here and you delegate all this. You don't get involved in all this. Okay. The future of the club, you are just the big kahuna making all the big decisions. Then you see how the AI manager says you don't get involved in all this. Yeah, so you delegate all this. Set pieces also you don't get involved. Yeah, you're not the manager, right? So it's Nelly Granville, since Nelly cannot be fired. Alright, then what you do is you get involved with the staff. The signing of the staff, the hiring and firing of the players, you bring them in, that's it. Yeah. And then you decide who's going to be in the club, who's not going to be in the club. And see how long you can, what you can do on the side. Because can you influence the direction of this club? Because since the Nelly Granville is your AI, you can call this the owner of the club. Right? But then you're doing because everything on holiday. Think about it this way: when you holiday, right? You don't have to do this, right? Every time you're holiday, the assistant manager is going to be taking away your job anyway, right? And you're unsackable. It's going to be an entirely different way for you to play the game. A very nice idea. Kind of like it. So instead of it's a slightly different take. So you're playing a Spurs, which I know you are a Spurs fan, right? So you leave it to Leicester City. Yeah, it's like a transfer manager 2024 save. Exactly. It's very interesting. So all you do is you pumping players there. Now the only question is to make it really fair. Really fair. You got to divorce yourself. That means you always have to think of the best interest of Leicester City before yourself. That means if you find a player that's really cheap, you cannot be the first one. You gotta adopt you can't be. You gotta think of Daniel Levy as your real owner at Spurs, because chances of that cheap player coming over to Spurs very remote, right? More likely to go to Leicester, right? So okay. So that's how I would approach it, man. Quite interesting. Very interesting idea. That's how I do it. But this save is quite interesting. Spurs fan, are you still there or not? Like quiet, no? I think because at night, 8:40. Anyway, guys, I want to go and put my kids to sleep. And there's a news from February 14 onwards, we will start streaming a bit later. But because it's children's holidays right now, so I stream a bit earlier now. Once their holidays are over, it's nighttime streaming after I put the kids to sleep. Like now I get very little time with them to sleep. I get the whole day with them. So next time I'll get the whole day and I put them to sleep, then I start streaming, which actually is a lot more healthier for me. Yeah. Only thing is it's might be interesting in the long run. See how I manage both of them up. I saw the other day you wanted a challenge. How about Glory Hunter? I done Glory Hunter. It's not a challenge. Glory Hunter just go from area to area to area to area. No, my challenge is different. Stay Bali. You should check the redemptions on the stream. It's like you guys can force me into changing my tactics, playing without substitutions. Forced to play youth players in my next match. So you guys are affecting the game as I'm playing it. So every time I play the game, you are changing the rules of the game for me. So somebody could use your channel points and then go like, okay, you're not allowed to. I might reduce the channel points. I don't know what's the average number of channel points people have watching my streams, right? I have no clue. I might have to make them more dynamic, meaning the longer people have been watching, the higher the channel points go. I don't know, but I'll see. I think the channel points should be quite low, like maybe 1,000 to 2,000 points, and then you guys can do things like play without subs. You're not allowed to make any substitutions, so I have to play 11 men on the pitch, or I'm forced to change tactics. So you make me change my tactics. Stuff like that I might have to do. So I think that's more challenging. At least then in that case, because if I do like a Glory Hunter challenge, right, it's just basically the same thing, right? Just different context. Whereas in the other one, where like all of a sudden I have to play a low block the next game, that is actually quite a challenge when you've already set your team out to play a high block and then now you got to play a low block. Yeah, it's not as straightforward. No. Yeah, so something like that. So I want to thank everybody for coming onto the stream, and you guys have been sensational. I'm going to go and put the kids to sleep now. I will be back tomorrow. I shall see you tomorrow. So you guys, we go raid someone first. Okay, let's see whether we got. Yeah, we got some of you here watching us from Twitch. We'll just go and see if we can raid someone. Hey guys on over YouTube, thanks for coming in and thanks for bringing those tactics as well. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm gonna mute this first. See who else is streaming right now. Yeah, we'll go and let's go raid let's go raid Mr. Llama, man. So thanks for coming in today, guys. You guys have been sensational. Please stay safe. Take care of yourselves. I will see you again tomorrow. Have fun for the rest of the evening with Llama. See you soon. Bye-bye.